This is question 15 from exercise 21.7 in Project Maths 2. We have to let f be the function. The f of x is 4x squared plus bx plus c, where x is an element of R and b and c are elements of z. What that means is that the function that we're given with b and c in it is represented on the graph by our red line over here. X is an element of R just means that x can be any number, positive or negative, including decimals and fractions. And b and c is an element of z just means that they are going to be whole numbers and they can be positive or negative. We're then told that the points 2, 6 and minus 1, 0 are on the graph, which we can see marked out on the bottom left and top right. We've got to find the value of b and c. So we'll start with the point 2, 6. If the point 2, 6 is on the graph, that means that the f of 2 is equal to 6. Now if we get the f of 2 from our function, we're going to get 4 times 2 squared plus b times 2 plus c, and we know that that's equal to 6. If we total that up, 2 squared is 4, 4 times 4 is 16, so we've got 16 plus 2b plus c equals 6, which means that 2b plus c is equal to minus 10. And that's going to be our first equation. Our second equation we're going to get from the point minus 1, 0. Minus 1, 0 being on the curve means that the f of minus 1 is equal to 0. And the f of minus 1 is equal to 4 times minus 1 squared plus b times minus 1 plus c, and that is equal to 0. We multiply that out. Minus 1 squared is 1, 1 times 4 is 4, and b times minus 1 is going to be minus b, and then we just have c still equal to 0, which means our second equation is going to be minus b plus c equals minus 4. And that is our second equation. And now we have simultaneous equations which we can go about solving. In order to do that, we need to get the number in front of both of our b's or both of our c's to match and for them to have different signs. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave our first equation as is. It's just going to be 2b plus c equals minus 10. And our second equation, I'm going to multiply by 2. So I'm going to get minus 2b plus 2c equals minus 8. And then we're going to add them down. 2b minus 2b is 0. C plus 2c is 3c. And minus 10 minus 8 is minus 18. Which means that in this case, c is equal to minus 6. And now in order to get a value back out for b, we're just going to put our value for c back into either of our equations. So we'll go back into equation 1, which means 2b minus 6 equals minus 10. So 2b equals minus 10 plus 6. 2b equals minus 4, which means b is equal to minus 2. And now we can rewrite our equation of our function to be the f of x is equal to 4x squared. And now instead of plus bx, we can have minus 2x because b is equal to minus 2. And instead of plus c, we're going to have minus 6. So that's going to be our actual function for our parts of the question going forward from here. For part 2, we're told that the point P is on the x-axis and the point Q is on the y-axis. So they're shown in the diagram here. We have to find the coordinates of P and Q. Right. So we're looking for Q, which is on our y-axis, and we're looking for P, which is on our x-axis. So we'll make some space down here for both of them. We'll start with our y-axis first. Any point on the y-axis is going to have an x value of 0, which means that in order to find the point that lies on the y-axis, we have to get the f of 0. So it's going to be 4 times 0 squared minus 2 times 0 minus 6. So it's going to be equal to minus 6, which means that the point Q is the point 0, minus 6, like that. And for the point P, we're looking for our x-axis. So any point on the x-axis we can find when f of x equals 0. So for this one we're going to have 4x squared minus 2x minus 6 equals 0. And we can simplify this a little bit by dividing the entire thing by 2, because all of our numbers have got a common factor, which is 2. So we get 2x squared minus x minus 3 is equal to 0. Now we just have to factorize these out. We're going to have 2x and x, and then we're going to have minus 3 and plus 1, like that. Which means that 2x minus 3 equals 0, and x plus 1 equals 0. So from this one here, we're going to get x equals 3 halves, and from this one we're going to get x equals minus 1. So we get the point 3 over 2, 0, and we get the point minus 1, 0. We were already told about the point minus 1, 0, which means that 3 over 2, 0 is our point P over here. And now our last part of the question, we're asked to solve for x, the f of x is equal to minus 6. So for our last part here, we're told that the f of x equals minus 6. So that's going to be 4x squared minus 2x minus 6 is equal to minus 6. And if we bring everything over to the left hand side, that's going to be 4x squared minus 2x minus 6 plus 6 equals 0. So we just get left with 4x squared minus 2x equals 0. And we're going to take our highest common factor of this, which is going to be 2x. So we're going to have 2x times 2x minus 1 is equal to 0, which means that 2x is equal to 0, and 2x minus 1 equals 0, which means we get x equals 0, and we get 2x equals 1, so x equals 1/2. And that is that.